Hey y'all, hey. It's midnight here. How y'all doing? I never come on this late. I never come on this late, y'all, but this is a emergency. This is emergency, y'all. I ain't got my glasses in my hand right here. Make sure this internet acting right, y'all. Hold on. Okay. I was trying to make sure the internet was acting right. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Subscribe if you haven't. Subscribe if you have. I'm sitting here in the dark, y'all. I'm sitting here in the dark, y'all. Y'all, these people, what's wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people, y'all? I'm sitting here in the dark. I got my glasses on. Your 54-year-old grandmother raising a teenager and a toddler. Y'all, what's wrong with these people? These people done shut down EBT again. EBT, food stamp, SNAP, whatever you want to call it. EBT, food stamp, SNAP benefits, they done shut them down again, y'all. If y'all receiving EBT, food stamp, SNAPs, or whatever you want to call it, y'all better go check y'all card. Because check your card. If you ain't going back out tonight, hello. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that thumbs up for me. Y'all, the stamps is down again. I was in Walmart earlier and about a couple hours ago, and people couldn't even use their EBT card. Thank you for the thumbs up. For the 4 people in here, please give me a thumbs up. This your 54-year-old grandmother raising a teenager and toddler. See who I got in here. Good morning. I know they like dancing in the sky. Oh, okay, sweet. Oh, really? Okay. Well, child, right now, you said something about a light dancing in the sky over Sweden. Right now, I'm talking about the EBT that's shut down in the United States. Child, these people have shut down EBT again. I'm over here crying, y'all. But anyway, on a serious note, I was in the store earlier, and it's a lot of people was in Walmart about to go ham in Walmart, because they'll sit up there and turn the EBT off again. So if you get food stamps and you plan on getting your stamps coming up in the next couple of days, or you plan on buying a big old Thanksgiving feast, well, I'm telling y'all now, as of now, you can't use your stamps. So if you get stamps, better go check your card. I mean, you can check your card and call if you haven't already received them, but it's gonna tell you your amount, but you can't do nothing with them in the store. Actually, when I get off of here, I'm gonna go call that 1-800 number and see what it's saying. But if you got anything on your EBT card, your food stamp card, excuse me, y'all, you ain't gonna be able to use it. Thank you for the thumbs up. Just bring y'all just a national alert before y'all go to that store and get a basket full of food. You better try to make sure you scan a bag of chips or something. Scan something cheap, like a banana or a bag of chips or something. Because, excuse me again, y'all, you can't use your EBT card. They'll shut the food down again. Now, a lot of people gonna say, well, how you know that? I already know. I was just in Walmart earlier, and the lady told me that several people been having problems out of their EBT card, their food stamp card. They done shut the food. Hey, how you doing? Hello. Hi. Hey, thank y'all for the thumbs up. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. You guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I come on live or do some videos. The notification bell is by the subscribe button. So if you go to the I can't talk, y'all. If you go by the subscribe button, you will see a icon with a bell on it. Put that bell on all. If you put that bell, thank you for the thumbs up. Thank y'all so much. If you put that bell on all, you'll be notified every time I do a short or if I'm on live, like I'm on live now. I say I ain't fit to go to bed. Hey, okay, what's that, Gigi? Yeah, I'm Gigi over here. But if you I say I ain't even fit to go to bed. I gotta tell these people they gonna think they gonna get up in the morning, go buy some bread and milk and eggs off they stamps. Cause baby, they don't shut them stamps back down again. They don't shut them stamps back down again. Well, they gave them out on the 14th of November, and the day is the what? The 21st? It's the day the 21st or the 22nd? I think it's the 21st. But they don't shut them EBT down again. Stamps are shut down again. I was in Walmart earlier and people just was going off because they couldn't even use they stamp card. Several people, the lady said several people had been trying to buy food with their stamps and they'll shut it down again. So stamps are shut down nationwide once again. So I'm just coming on here. I couldn't go to bed without letting y'all know. That'll be wrong for me. If y'all hear something in the background, that's the refrigerator making ice. But I'd be wrong to go to bed and not tell y'all, honey, that they'll cut them stamps down again. So if you plan on going to get groceries or you had planned on getting your stamps on the 22nd, 26th, 27th, they might turn back on before then, but they are shut down once again. They put them on there on the 14th and then was on there 6-7 days. They shut down again. I heard that lady in the store saying something about somebody was supposed to have been funding the EBT, so I guess they didn't come up with enough funding, so they done turned it off again. Once again, they done turned it off because I guess they agreed on a certain amount of funding for the stamps. People got their stamps on the 14th. And to the people that got their stamps on the 14th, I was telling people, I said, don't y'all go buy no whole lot of junk. Y'all make sure y'all fill y'all refrigerator up and y'all cabinet with canned goods and stuff. So I hope they did that, and I hope they spent a lot of them because you can't use your stamps no more. I mean, you might call right now. A lot of people going to get on the phone and call. My balance is $465. Yeah, it might say $465, but you cannot use it in the store. You might have a balance on there, but they're not letting you use it in the store. People was in there early and they couldn't. It was just started saying decline. So you ain't gonna be able to use it. You might have a balance of $700 on there, but you can't use it. They're not authorizing stamps once again. They'll shut it back down. Cause the funding, they were saying something about the funding didn't go through. But when I get off of here, I'm going to call that 1-800 number and see what it's saying, to see if it's saying like, that they're shut down again. But they are shut down. I know that for a fact because I was just in the store a couple hours ago, and I know that for a fact. They were shut down at 10 o'clock. They was shut down at 10 o'clock Central Eastern Time, and they still shut down. So I just thought I'd come on here and let y'all know. Check your card. You can check your card, but if I was y'all, I would get up. Like if I was going to the store in the morning, instead of getting a basket full of food, if I was y'all, I would just try to get like maybe a banana or a little small bag of chips, something that's cheap, to see if it's gonna go through before you get a basket full of food and been shopped around for all that time and don't be able. Thank you for the thumbs up. Been shopped around for all that time and then won't be able to get your food. That's a devastation. Hello, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're about to. I don't know what time it is in your neck of the woods, but it's after midnight here. But I thought I'd come on real quick. I'm drinking on me some ginger ale because my stomach hurting. Stomach really hurting now. It's going to be a lot of upset people tomorrow because Like I said, a lot of people should be getting their benefits probably on the 22nd, and they're not going to get them. But for the people that got their benefits on the 14th, uh, when they when the government when they released the stamps, they're gonna be pissed off if they didn't get to buy all the stuff they needed, cause it's once again shut down. So if you on here and you trying to go to the store tomorrow, just be mindful. Be mindful and check your card. Check your card before you go. Check your card before you go. And then when you go to the store, buy something cheap. So something you can afford. Like just say you said, well, I'm going to get a loaf of bread. Get that great value bread, ring it up. And if it don't go through, just make sure you have some cash to pay for your food. Because the EBT, SNAP, food stamps, whatever you want to call it, they shut down again. You will not be able to use your EBT food stamp card. There's a lot of people don't even know it, but yeah, they shut down again. They're not. You might have a balance on your card right now, but it shut down again, and they're not authorizing no EBT to go through. So I thought I'd let y'all know that. You know, I don't want to leave y'all hanging, cause I would want somebody to tell me. So hello to the people that's in the chat. How y'all doing? I don't know if y'all get EBT or SNAP, but once again, it is shut down. You will not be able to go get groceries tomorrow. If you was planning on, if they gave you some stamps on the 14th of November, and you was planning on buying groceries, your Thanksgiving food next week, now I don't know if they gonna turn them back on, but they shut down again. This is no lie. I'm telling y'all for what I know. I was in the store earlier. Yes, ma'am. I'm serious, sweetheart. I'm serious. Y'all hit the thumbs up for me, please. Y'all will be all right without EBT. Some people might be all right without EBT, but a lot of people need EBT stamps because you got to think about the kids that they have. A lot of people have their grandkids. They raising their grandkids. A lot of people have smaller children. A lot of people just have children, and you got to think about a lot of people cannot afford to spend their bill money on food. So some people will survive. Y'all give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, please. Some people can survive off of EBT, but some without the EBT, without it. But some people can't survive off. They're not getting EBT because they can't take their light bill money. They can't take their gas bill money. They can't take their life insurance money. They can't take their rent money and keep buying food. Then they'll be getting kicked out. What'd you say? Live together as a family. And that's the thing. I understand you saying live together as a family, but what you mean by that? Because you got to realize some families don't have uh, husbands. Some household don't have a lot of children, or a lot of their children might be, grown and gone, and they got their own family and live miles away. That's the saying. You can come together as a family, but some families don't have that support. They don't have money to go buy food. Just say if you got two children that's grown married, and those children are grown and married with their own family, they can't give you no $300-400 out their paycheck for you to buy groceries. You know. So there will still be some, they can probably help you out with $50 here and there for you to buy groceries, but they ain't gonna be able to give you no $300 and $400 out of every paycheck, and they got their own family at home. I know that's right. Some people ain't got no family like that. You sure right. Who is that? Keita Grace. Yeah. Uh, you right. These days you can't even depend on your family. You can probably depend on a stranger before you can depend on your family. But I was just trying to let everybody know, to the people that do get EBT or they plan on getting their stamps, in the next couple of days, because a lot of people do get stamps on the 22nd and the 26th, I think. But a lot of people just probably plan on just spending their little stamps on their, on their Thanksgiving meal. But they have shut them down again, y'all. They shut down again. And a lot of people is being affected by this because, you got some older people that's 65, 70 years old. They might not get a lot of EBT, but if they just get $80 a month, sometimes them older people, that senior citizens, that $80, that might be a week or a week and a half worth of food for them. So I gotta let the people know. Y'all give me a thumbs up to the 10 people in here. Y'all subscribe if you haven't subscribed, please. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. The notification bell is right beside the subscription button, the subscribe button. I do have a membership on my channel. If anybody would like to take out my membership, it comes out once a month. Like just say if you take out my membership tonight, it won't come out till the $2.99 won't come out till December the 21st. December the 21st. So you take it out now, but I don't think you have to pay for it when you take it out. I think it comes out, you just pay for the membership 2 months later. I mean a month, 1 month after you take it out. And y'all can also tap the screen. If you can tap the screen while you're in here, tap, 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 tap. Just tap, 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 tap. Where you see my eye at, just tap, tap. Tap it for the people. The people that don't like me, go on, tap the screen. This is your opportunity to hit me right now. You can hit me in the face because if you tap on the screen, I think it'll give me some hearts, and that's free. You give me some hearts, that's free, and it don't cost you anything. If you subscribe, it don't cost you anything. But y'all, yeah, they don't shut them food stamps down. Somebody asked me, was I serious? I'm so serious. Yes, ma'am. No more stamps again. Once again, like I said, a lot of people gonna check their card. You can check your card and you probably got a balance on your card. You might have $450 on there, but you can't use it in the store. They denying it. They don't shut it back down. Cause one of the ladies in Walmart, she was speaking of saying that they didn't fund it like they were supposed to been doing. So I guess they didn't come up. I guess they authorized it on the 14th. That's when everybody got their stamps on November 14th. The government, came back up and they released the stamps to a lot of people. But then that's the thing. They released it and now it's shut back down because they were saying that they didn't get the funding or something. I don't even really want to read it because all this mess just back and forth don't make no sense. It don't make no sense at all. So I just hope the people that did end up getting a EBT on the 14th, they food stamps, I hope they went and bought a whole lot of food. Because I was on here telling them, don't go buy all that junk food. And now they see why. Because I was telling them when they released the stamps November 14th, I said, now y'all don't go buy all that junk food and don't buy no food. So I hope they listened to me and went and bought some food. Because they'll cut the stamp down again. They'll shut them off, y'all. They'll shut them off again. Yeah, that is sad for the people that really need food. And that's why I said a lot of people a lot of people negative about it. They be negative and say, well, that's good for y'all and that's good for the people. But you got to realize when you say it's good for people that the stamps are turned off, you got to realize it's kids out here that need to eat. And these kids can't defend for themselves. True enough, you'll say, well, go get a job. The parents should have a job. But you got to realize some parents are disabled. Some parents they can't go out there and they don't have the credentials to get a job. Which that's nobody's fault. But then you still should knock nobody down for them receiving stamps because the kids still got to eat. You might have negative views on what a parent should do or a grandmother should do. But in the end, when it's all said and done, the children still gotta eat. But yeah, they'll shut them down again, y'all. So I hope the people that got them on the 14th, I hope they filled up their deep freezer. I hope they filled up their refrigerator, their pantry, bought a lot of canned goods and all that stuff. A lot of breads, like breads and all that stuff. You can freeze that stuff. Canned goods are perishable. You know, that stuff lasts a long time. But, man. And you know what? It's crazy because I was speaking of that. I was saying, what if they shut it right back down and they'll shut the EBT back down again? No stamps. You cannot use your card. I don't care if you got a balance of $570. It's just gonna be sitting there because they denying it. No transactions are going through. No transactions are going through. Now I don't know if they're gonna release them back before the week is out. I don't know if they might not release them back until they might not release them back to December. I don't know. It's going to be a lot of talk about this tomorrow because a lot of people ain't going to even know that the stamps are shut down again. And they going to be in their store with baskets full of food. And then they going to get to their register. And the cashiers ain't going to tell them, well, if y'all spending EBT, Walmart ain't going to put no sign up. They ain't going to put no sign up warning the people that the stamps are shut down again. They're not going to put a sign up. So a lot of people going to go in their store in the morning. They're going to go in their store and they just going to get baskets full of food. And their food just going to be sitting there because their food stamps are shut down again. Like I said, you might have a balance on your card. It's a lot of people right now going to check their card and they're going to have a balance. But it's shut down. They're not authorizing it. They're not authorizing it when you get to the store, y'all. So y'all be mindful of that. If you got a family member that got stamps on the 14th or yesterday, well not yesterday because I think they were still up probably early part of Thursday morning. We on Friday now. If you Central Time, we on Friday. So be mindful before you go to the store and start filling up baskets because they have shut the stamps down once again, y'all. The funds are there for everything else but food. What? The funds are there for everything else but food for the children. I don't even know what that means. So somebody said, so I saved up $9,300 for no reason. Yeah, you done saved up $9,300 for no reason. I don't even know people that get $9,300 worth of stamps. If you do get $9,300, y'all give me a thumbs up for the 4 people that's in here. If you do get $9,300 worth of food stamps, you truly blessed. And I hope you fill your refrigerator up when they turn the stamp back on. You can feed a whole lot of people with $9,300 worth of food stamp. Are you a professional what? Am I a professional EBT recipient? I'm a 54-year-old grandmother raising my 2 granddaughters. I'm a professional grandmother. Let me say that again for the people in the background. Y'all see the title. You can follow my channel. You can subscribe if you like. I'm just on here bringing awareness to the people that get the EBT stamp so they won't go fill their basket up in the morning thinking they can, go get food for their house, food for their grandmother or food for their mother. Because a lot of people, y'all got to understand, for the people that's in the comment in the chat that's negative, you got to realize you got some mothers, you got some kids that's 50, 60 years old and they parents are still living. They parents might be 75, 80, and they parents might get $50 a month worth of stamps, $125 a month, $125 a month worth of stamps. And you got to realize some of these children that's 50, 60, they have to go buy groceries for they 80-year-old, 90-year-old mom or dad that's not able to drive or not able to go to the store. And so those children that's going to go try to go shopping for their elderly parents in the morning, they'll have to tell their parents that, the stamps are shut off again. Then they'll have to find a way to get their elderly mom and dad food and stuff like that. Like I said, a lot of times it's not all about um, being negative, because you got to realize old people can't do for themselves a lot, and babies, children. So they depending on the people that's giving them the stamps. Because a lot of older people, you 75, 80 years old, a lot of them people ain't working. So, they depending on that little stamps that they get once a month. And that's any raise, you know. It's just not one raise. It's a lot of people that's not able to work uh, to do anything. And it's a lot of times you have elderly people that, they on a fixed income, and they might just have enough to pay their bills. They might not have enough to go out there and spend $500 every 2 weeks on food, or $500 a month on food. They got to use that for their bills, especially if they on a fixed income. Hold on. Because these people know they be acting a fool. Hold on, I'm trying to do it. I don't know why it's not letting me do it. Oh, shoot. Okay, Onyx, you are a moderator. So the people that's up in here acting the fool, get them out of here. I came on live to share to the world before they go up in there filling up baskets and be disappointed, because that's a disappointment. You go up in there with your 4, 5 children and they happy, y'all filling up the basket, then you get up there and can't even get none of the food. And then a lot of these cashiers and stuff, they gonna be disappointed too, because they gotta put all their food back. So you gotta really I'm on here just to bring awareness. So y'all gotta be mindful that, like I said, stamps is turned off again. I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can really see who acting a fool up in this chat. Y'all give me a thumbs up. Once again, y'all can subscribe to the channel. It's free. You can tap, tap, tap. If you tap, tap, tap right now, just tap, tap, tap. That'll give me some hearts. The hearts help my channel as well. Put your notification on all. I just don't do lives. I come on here and I do all kind of content. So go check out my short form video. Go check out my lives. But y'all, to the 7 people in here, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss no content. Cause y'all, I'm gonna be doing a lot of content tomorrow. I'm gonna go up in the store and show y'all all them baskets that's gonna be sitting there. Cause the stamps is shut down again. So Walmart workers they gonna earn their pay tomorrow. Walmart, the grocery stores, they gonna earn their pay tomorrow, because they gonna be putting a whole lot of food back, because they have shut the stamps down once again. You can't even use your food stamp card. They shut down once again. So if you get stamps and you think you're gonna go in the store in the morning and fill up them baskets, I'm telling y'all now, you better try to swipe your card, go and buy a little bag of chips, or something costs like $1.50, and see if that's gonna go through on your EBT card before you go get 3, 4 bags full of food, because they have shut them down again. You don't believe me? Just look at the news. Somebody went on there and said they'll shut them down again. I know for sure they have. Because I was in the store earlier and the people couldn't even use the EBT card. It's denying it. You might have a balance on your card, but they denying it. When you slide your card, it's going to deny it. So if y'all don't believe me, just go check. Yes, always some people in the chat cutting up. I had somebody yesterday gonna tell me that I was fat and they said I was round and chubby or something. Then I'm like, how can you tell that I'm round and chubby and you can only see my face? You got all of that just by seeing half of my face that I was round and chubby. Boy, shit, you must got some good glasses, cause how you see through this? How you see me? And I'm just showing my half of my face to know that I'm round and chubby. Y'all hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Share, share, share. What should I do if I just got hit with a frying pan? I woke up outside on the porch. A golf ball size knot on my head. I guess turn around and let them hit you again. And then I guess that'll, knock you on out for good. And then you won't have to worry about nothing. If you knocked out, you don't have to, when you get knocked out, you gonna be knocked out. You ain't gonna have to worry about nothing. So I guess that's what you'll do. But tonight I'm in here trying to tell these people about the government shutdown, that the stamps are shut down again. Now I don't know what you're supposed to do if you got hit by a frying pan and woke up outside on the porch. That's for a whole nother day. The only thing I can tell you, if they hit you again and you wake up, just try to call 911 so they won't hit you a third time. That's the only thing I can think of. Yes, it is. People don't care about one another these days. They do not care about one another. They rather talk down on the people that get stamps, but they got to realize, like I said before, kids have to eat too. You got little babies just being born every day. Because I think they said that they had shut down WIC too a while back. And you think about they shut down WIC, look at all the babies that need the formula. Now I know a lot of people gonna say, well, why you giving your baby formula? Cause WIC give babies formula. That's how they eat. Then a lot of people say, well, okay, well they need to breastfeed. People just have so many mixed views on everything. So many mixed views on everything. You gotta think about, okay, you say the baby should breastfeed. Okay, what if the mother's milk supply is not coming in fast enough? What the baby supposed to do then? That's why people get WIC, and they said they had shut WIC down. I don't know if the WIC came back up when the stamps did. Everybody got their stamps on the 14th of November. But now, guess what? Stamps are shut down again. And I'm just not saying this. I know I was in the store myself. Now, what this say? What should I do if I just got hit with a what? A golf ball and had a frying pan size knot on my head? Put some cold ice on it, I guess. And get away from the people that study hitting you. That's the first thing you need to do. If they study hitting you, why you keep on letting them hit you? Thank you, Greeter Grace sent 100. Thank you for the gift hearts or whatever you sent. I really appreciate it. Y'all also have a membership on my channel. If you would like to take out my membership, it will really help my channel grow. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to grow my channel so I can depend on a little coins that YouTube will give me instead of depending on anybody. I want to be able to depend on myself. But y'all share the news, share the news, share the news that stamps are shut down again. I know y'all can do that, especially to the messy people. Y'all know y'all messy. So the people that's messy, when you get off of here, if you got TikTok or something like that, go on. Y'all know how to write it on the screen. Tell everybody that stamps down again. Y'all share it. I'm just reading the comments. I don't know what's going on in the chat. Y'all tap this screen. Tap, 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 tap. If y'all in here, at least you can do is tap, tap, tap. Y'all see the super chat? You can send me a super chat, a super sticker. But y'all, yeah, I just came on here to let y'all know that EBT stamps is down again. So don't go in the morning and start loading your basket up with eggs and bread and milk and snacks because they'll shut them down again, y'all. Now, who is this in this chat that started saying stuff? What did it say? What's your name? It's a little toilet or something. Thank y'all for all the thumbs up that y'all giving me. Thank y'all. For the 9 people in here, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Y'all, I'm trying to get to 1,700. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe before you get off of here. Follow my go look at all my short form videos. Go look at my videos. Go look at my lives. Check out my content. Follow me on TikTok at Handful Mama Zero. Follow me on TikTok at Handful Mama Zero. Follow me. Go over there and show some love on TikTok. Show some love on YouTube. Baby, I ain't hear about it. I was in the store. Frank Sinatra. I was in the store when people was trying to use their card. You might have a balance on your card, but they're not the government didn't get enough funding. They was supposed to came up with so much funding because they released the stamps November 14th. Okay. They released them 7 days ago. And I guess they didn't come up with the correct funding to keep the stamps afloat. So now they'll shut them down again. And people was in Walmart about 3 hours ago, and all the EBT, SNAP, stamps, whatever you want to call it, they was just constantly getting denied. And then the worker, one of the young ladies went over there and asked the worker, and she said she was telling it was a cashier that worked at Walmart and an older lady cashier. They were talking. The younger cashier went and asked the older cashier why was they having a problem with the EBT SNAP, food stamp card, whatever you want to call it. And she was like, yeah, people been having problems with it all night long. And she said the older lady cashier in Walmart said that they had shut down the EBT stamps again because of the funding. So I know myself. I was in the store when it happened. If your car worked, I don't know what time it worked, cause it wasn't working Central Time at 11 o'clock tonight. Well, it's another day now. Well, yesterday 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. Central Time, it wasn't working, and it still ain't working. Maybe it could be certain stores. You might be right. Maybe it is certain stores. Frank Sinatra, if you have subscribed, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. I also receive super chats and super stickers on my channel. You can also take out my membership. It comes out once a month if you would like to. If you can't do that, just subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,700 on my channel. I'm your 54-year-old grandmother. I'm raising my teenager and toddler granddaughter. And I just came on here because it's crazy how they shut it down and people, couldn't get their groceries when I was in Walmart earlier. It was just kind of denying it. But you might be right. I'm gonna read your comment again. You said my people just came from the store gas station like 20 minutes ago, and it worked. Maybe it's at certain stores. Okay, I keep that in mind. So when I do a short in the morning, I'm gonna do some videos in the morning. I'll probably come on live in the morning. Well, it's already another day here, but I probably come on live when I take my granddaughter to school. When I take my granddaughter to school, I probably come on after I drop her off about maybe 8:30, and then I'll see what the update is on that, and I'll just ask the chat if they receive stamps or EBT. Did they get their cars to work? So, but yeah, this is something I always do. I don't do a lot of reporting like this, but I did do a lot of. I did some videos, some shorts, and all that about when the government was shut down and the people that it was affecting. Cause like I said, people don't care about nobody no more. I'm old school. I was brought up to try to lend a helping hand, care about people when they going through all kind of financial problems and stuff like that. And if I could lend a hand, I would help out by doing it. Like I said, I was raised. I'm older, so I came from the old school, and I know how it is when you don't have and times are hard, and y'all know times is just really bad out here. I don't care if you get $80 worth of stamps. You still need that $80 worth of stamps. That's $80 that you don't have to go spend, you know, on your eggs and bread and all that stuff, and then you can just save that for a bill or something. Cause it's hard for people that work every day. It's hard for everybody. You show right, honey. Frank Sinatra. Either way is bad. You show right. You sure right, Frank Sinatra. Either way is bad. Because, like I said, people, a lot of people knock people and say, well, you shouldn't be getting EBT. You shouldn't be getting stamps anyway. But you got to realize that, like I said before, kids don't know nothing about that. They still want to eat. I'm pretty sure they parents the one went and did the paperwork and got the government assistance, but the kids don't know what's going on. They still got to eat. They still want a meal before they go to bed. They still want to, eat on the weekend when they don't go to school and have food. A lot of children only eat they big portion of meals when they at school. A lot of kids. So even if they can come home and, you know, get a sandwich and maybe an apple and, maybe a bag of chips. If they parents just give them that, at least they ate something before they went to bed. But if these parents just barely making it and they ain't getting no government assistance, no stamps, We got to think about the kids having something in their tummy. Something in their tummy. But I thank y'all for coming in. I thank y'all for the likes. For the 8 people that's in here, y'all gonna give me a few more likes before I get off. You can leave your negative comment. You can leave your positive comment. Either one you want to leave, that's fine with me. Y'all, for the people that's in here, make sure y'all subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,700 subscribers. Y'all got to work in the morning, or are you at work? Have you got off work, or you about to go to work soon? I used to be watching my YouTube by now. Usually I watch YouTube, and I like to watch the slot channels. Like to see the slot channels, see how they win all this big money at the casino, and I can't win none. That's what I usually like to watch, the slot channels. Some of them people know they be winning on them slot machines. I'm talking about thousands of dollars. No, $300 or $400. $20,000, $30,000. Bonus after bonus. Well, I'm gonna get off of here, y'all. Thank y'all for the people that came in. If you're still here and you gave me a thumbs up, I appreciate it. If you're still here and you are consider subscribing, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. The notification bell is right by the subscribe button. They go together. Also, my channel, if you watch the replay, you can take out my membership. You can give me a super chat, super sticker. My Cash App is in my About section, my information. I'm trying to see who, Kirby Ruler, who you talking to? Because I know you ain't talking to me. Nah, I know you ain't talking to me. You must want to get timed out. We don't do that. I'm probably old enough to be your mama and your grandma. So we don't do that over here. Now, if you want to stay and conversate, you can, but I think you finna get the boot. Is you cool? Y'all heard that song? Finna get the boot. The boot is coming your way. Oh, that's who that is? Oh, okay. Yeah, came back another person. You must timed him out, and now he done came back. Made another account, I guess. But I've been on here long enough. See y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Subscribe if you haven't.